Better? Evening, everyone. My name is Larry Schutz, and I am the moderator for the Bennington School District Incorporated, and I'd like to invite you all to this lovely second go-around this evening. This time, I'd like to introduce the board members, or have them introduce themselves, please.
My name is George Sleeman. I'm Vice Chairman of the Bennington School District Board. I'm pinch hitting as acting chairman, I guess, tonight because Ken Swihart is home recovering from surgery. He's coming along fine, and we expect to see him soon at meetings. I'd like to have each board member introduce themselves. They may want to issue a comment or not. I would tell you that I'm certainly in full support of the budget that we are presenting to the voters on this second time around.
My name is Paul Becker. I too am in support of this budget. I think that everybody has worked hard together to come up with a budget that is basically almost level funded. We've worked hard with balancing the school needs, the town's needs, and I think we've put that here in front of the voters, and hoping everybody comes out to vote and support this budget.
I'm Jackie Prue. I'm clerk of the school board. I too support the budget, as you all know. If you've been, anyways, we have done the best we can do. There's nowhere else to cut, and I can only urge you to support it.
I'm Jackie Kelly, and I'm a new board member here. I support the board. I support the budget this year, and I'm glad to see it went down rather than up. And so I'm in full support of this new budget.
I would like to at this time introduce Catherine McClure, Superintendent of the Southwest Vermont Supervisory Union, who is limping along.
Limping along.
Catherine?
To retirement, right? They did not set a standing mic for us, so that's why we're up here today. And my voice does not carry, so I'm using the microphone. But I'm very pleased that we have unanimous support for this budget by the Bennington School District board members. I might mention that Jean Alley, also a board member, is excused for family illness tonight. But I think, Jackie, you were glad to see there was some reduction in the budget as we went forward with this figure that will be voted on tomorrow. But I'm pleased that we were able to keep our investments whole in that budget that was built originally. And those would be the areas of technology for a first year of a lease payment, for hardware, as well as the replacement of individual computers for some of our students. These are needed for our new testing program that the state has signed on with the Common Core. It's called SBAC, and it is a computerized program. So we need to upgrade our computers and replace some. I would mention that Bennington School District was one of the very first school districts in the supervisory union, along with Pownell and then the middle school, to introduce a one-to-one student computing program in the upper elementary grades. Special education, we're supporting in this budget the addition of an associate director to help with the administration and oversight of special education. This is a position that's been approved by the supervisory union and the Bennington School District as one that will be helpful in ensuring compliance with federal and state regulations, student services, and assisting the director of the entire supervisory union in that oversight. Early education is also an investment. I know you've heard from us many, many times over the last few years about the wonderful work that has been done under Act 62 and offering all of Bennington 4-year-olds some supported educational in the private provider as well as the school-based program locations. And there's also a lot of professional development and assistance in getting STAR certification for private providers in that program. Mathematics is extremely important. The SU board at their last meeting approved the purchase of new mathematics materials. The last purchase was done in 2000 of 1999 published materials, so we're well overdue for aligning our curriculum and revising it, and it is now aligned with the Common Core. We've finished the implementation of Common Core standards, and we'll have those in full force in the fall. So it's very good that we have a mathematics program that's aligned to those Common Core standards. And we have fixed costs, as everyone knows, that do have increases in them from year to year. So as we go on, I'd like to introduce Chief Financial Officer Rick Pembroke, who will give the financial side and some information about student enrollment.
Usually don't need a microphone, but I'll come up here just in case. If any of you have read the articles in the paper the last couple of days, I'm just going to pretty much reiterate them. Bennington is very favorable statistically against our peers in the state, from a student-teacher ratio of nearly 18-to-1, which is increasing next year as a result of a bubble incoming kindergarten class, to direct instruction that hits our students, combination of regular ed, special ed, and support services is 79% of the budget. 79 cents out of every dollar is directly touching the kids. The other is for administration and buildings and grounds, which some could argue also helps the kids out because we can't teach without lights and heat. But you know, I think it's important to know that 79 cents out of every dollar is focused on direct instruction to the students. Our cost per pupil, which by the state terminology is education spending per equalized pupil, we're just under $12,000. Actually, the state average is currently forecasted to be over 14,000 on my chart. I conservatively put 13.9 knowing that it'll be something higher than that. We're very competitive to that. Actually, we get criticized from some people saying we should be spending more on our students. The lower left-hand quadrant of the chart over here, I apologize, can't be read real well from the back, but that's the BSD population. And if you do come up and look at it close, it's also in the handouts that are on the table. You'll see that it reflects the leveling off and the slight increase in the BSD student population compared to the state, which is actually seeing a decline in enrollment across the state. So our statistics compare very favorably. I think it's a very responsible budget, and I think it's a budget that should be supported. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that anybody may have. I don't know what else is on the agenda.
No, I think that's it, Kim.
I guess any or all of us will answer any questions that you may have.
I'll go ahead and answer it, Rick. Rick? I think I heard you earlier on the radio today, and I want to make sure I'm clear on it. I think it was early childhood education. That's relatively new for us because it was a grant or something paying for that. Did I hear that correctly?
Somewhat. Karen's here, can help me if I get astray, but we've been very fortunate in the SVSU as a whole, and in BSD in particular, to receive, well, at the time, they were the two, I guess it technically was one grant, but it was over 2 years, the highest award that Vermont Community Progress Partners or something, VCPC, something, whatever it stands for. And that was over $400,000, Karen?
Across our SU, yes.
Across the SU is over $400,000. So the purpose of that is to help us build our equalized pupils, because as we educate students, the equalized pupils that we get credit for that help set our tax rate are built into our system over basically a 3-year period. And so the first 2 years of that grant is to help us build those students so it's not a impact on the tax rate. Once those students are built into our system and we can maintain them as we are doing by the $120,000, it's a tax rate neutral, it's not revenue neutral. It doesn't cost anything on the tax rate because we've got those equalized pupils built in to help bring our cost per pupil down below the $12,000.
Any other questions? And I guess I'll go to the warning. The legal voters of Bennington School District Incorporated are hereby notified and warned to meet at the Firehouse, River Street, Bennington, Vermont, Monday, May 5th, 6:30 in the evening, to transact the following business we're currently doing. To conduct an informal hearing on the proposed Bennington School District budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2013. The legal voters of Bennington School District are hereby warned further to meet at the Bennington Firehouse, River Street, Bennington, Vermont, on Tuesday, May 6th, when the polls will be open from 7 a.m. in the forenoon to 7 o'clock in the evening to transact business by Australian ballot as follows. Article 1, shall the voters of the Bennington School District Incorporated appropriate $13,007,574 necessary for the support of its schools for the year beginning July 1st, 2014? Discussion, motion?
So moved.
I say move we adjourn. Nobody any questions?
Any motion on it? Okay. Second on the adjournment.
I'll second.
We stand adjourned until tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming, and remember to vote. 7 to 7, the polls are open here at the River Street Firehouse.